See this little drawing that I made? And no, I'm not calling you stupid. That's not the point, right? But why do you think I drew this? Why do you think there is a small peanut little brain sitting inside of this skull? Well, it might sound a little bit stupid, but I'm being serious here. This is the amount of brain size you need to be confident. And no, I'm not making a joke here. Of course, not biologically, but you get a point. You don't need much than this. Trust me, you don't need a massive brain to be confident. People get this wrong all the time. They think that they need to come up with the best possible way to start a conversation, that they need a mastermind plan just to walk up and talk to a girl. The reason why you think so much is the cause for why you're not confident. You're thinking too much. Shrink your brain a little bit if you get what I mean, right? This overthinking is the reason as to why you lack confidence. Trust me, like this looks stupid at first. I don't blame you if you thought I was stupid for saying that, but trust me, the more you think, the more you're gonna suffer while speaking to people. The reason as to why you're overthinking so much while speaking to others is because you're not in the flow state. Why you're not in the flow state? I don't fucking know. Perhaps you don't want to be around that person. Perhaps you're somewhat forced to talk to him, or you're just hanging around the wrong people. I don't know what's the reason for you, but what I know for certain is that you are not focused on the conversation. You're sitting in your mind. You're sitting there overthinking about what could happen, or how could you be doing something else, and how you don't want to be here, and how you have to do this thing, that thing, whatever. You're sitting in your mind. Simple as that. You got to break out. And how do we? By getting into that social flow state. Okay, how do we do that? Well, the way that I like to look at falling into flow state, I use the falling on purpose because it's exactly like falling asleep. What do you do when you try to fall asleep? It's like you have my bed over here. Imagine that I just lay down on my bed. And what am I really doing by laying down on my bed? I am pretending that I'm already asleep. And within a few minutes, perhaps, I'm already gone. I'm already zoning. It's the exact same thing here. You got to start actually building up the momentum as you speak so that your mind just triggers this effect. This is the tricky part. You're not aware when you're in a flow state. It's like when basketball players describe the zone, or when any athlete says that they're in the zone, right? That is when they're locked in on the task in front of them. That is when they're focused on like making the 3-point shot. That's when they're focused on like scoring the goal or kicking the ball, whatever. You get the general idea, right? It's the exact same here with flow state. You gotta actually start the momentum, do something. Just start, just open your mouth. Honestly, just like start saying something. Like it can be as simple as a, hi, how are you doing? I don't care, it's a dry conversation started, but if you're really struggling, just get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling, build up that momentum, start asking people questions, start responding to their questions. Just focus on what's in front of you. Not on what you can't see. Don't focus on whatever your mind's gonna come up with, because if you're doing something that you're somewhat afraid of, like for example, trying to walk up to a girl you don't know and get a number, your mind's most of the time gonna be working against you. For the most of you, your mind's gonna come up with every single possible way you could screw this shit up. And I've been a part of this too. I remember a few months ago, almost a year ago actually, I was in this shopping mall, right? Because I was waiting for the train to arrive. And right next to the train station, there was this shopping mall. So as I'm sitting there, I noticed that there's a girl walking by. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I want to talk to her, but like I just couldn't myself to do it. I couldn't get myself to do it. It's as if I had this invisible wall in front of me that didn't allow me to pass it. What do you think I did? I spent a solid, perhaps not 10 minutes, but something around there, just like sitting there like a little bitch, just overthinking. Okay, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? And as I'm just like in this overthinking state, as we just described, I finally at one point, I just say to myself, fuck it. I commanded my feet, literally forced my legs to walk in her direction. And as I'm walking towards her, my mind is racing. My mind is like getting into this anxious state in which it's like fidgeting. Every single thought all at once. Until I just walk up to her. And like, I mean, somehow I did get her Snapchat, or I think it was Instagram. I don't even remember, right? Somehow I did get the number or whatever. But I just felt so awkward because I waited so long. And when you really think about it, what was I waiting for? Pretty much nothing. I was waiting for the perfect moment, which would never happen anyways. The perfect moment is when you actually force yourself to walk up to them. Stop waiting for the right time. It's never gonna come. What do you think? Santa Claus is gonna fly by and he's gonna give you a gift? No. He's not gonna give the perfect moment for you. Just like, stop it. Stop it. There's no point. Just like, I'm liking the words to describe it because I feel like I'm about to start running in circles again. Like, simple as that. Honestly, just turn off your brain. Look at this drawing. I'm gonna show you this one more time because I'm not into drawing, but I think this came out pretty clean. That's why I'm so proud of myself. Look at this. Look at it one more time. Look at it another time. Like, what else you want me to say? Genuinely, I could go on a 10-minute yappery about how you need to turn off your brain, but the point still stands. There really isn't much to it. And I am kind of dragging this video anyways. How long is it? How long have I been holding your attention for? Solid 6 minutes. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Look at them veins. Oh, shit. Yeah. And if you don't know how to start a conversation, oh, brother, give me another one of these questions. The way you start a conversation is by not just like, how are you doing? What are you into? Just like, let's try to avoid all of the like most awkward conversation starters like altogether. There are probably 3 best ways. Actually, I'm gonna give you 2 best ways to start a conversation because those are crucial. Those are the 2 that you're gonna have to know. First things first is to point out something about their appearance. Second thing is what I like to call situational awareness. It's kind of self-explanatory, but we're gonna get to that. First things first, the appearance. The way people dress, it just says something about them. We like to dress based on what we like to do. Like you'll see teenagers often wearing like Jordans, baggy jeans, like Vans backpacks with the checkerboard pattern. You'll see that a lot. And when you see somebody wearing a flashy pair of Jordans, you already know they spend a shit ton of money on them. Why not compliment them for it? These people, they walk around with their shoes like making extra wide steps so that people can see them. Because that's what I used to do back in the day. Back when I got these, oh boy, that was the only thing I could think about. And every time somebody would compliment this pair of Jordan 4s, that would mean so much. I would walk around with an even bigger smile. Why not give this effect onto others? Because when you are able to start a conversation with this positive setting, imagine a person you don't know walked up to you and he complimented your outfit. He complimented, I don't know, your Jordans, your shoes, whatever you're into. You can't help but just smile. When was the last time somebody complimented your haircut? It's an amazing feeling, right? Why not put this effect onto others? And when you do that, especially in the first impression phase, when you do that in the first few bits of the conversation, you've pretty much won. Because now they're gonna associate you with how they felt in your presence. It's all positive emotions, right? So you're pretty much set. From that point on, you can just go on and on and on. You're pretty much set. You've just started a conversation. Now you're talking about shoes, whatever. And from pretty much any topic, you can just progress any further. But this is where the second tip comes in handy. The thing that I talked about, the situational awareness thing. What even is situational awareness? It is when you are able to use your surroundings to your advantage in a conversation. What this means is, let me give you an example. Let's say that you and this other person are sitting at a train station. As I used the story beforehand, right? Let's say you're sitting on the train station and you're waiting for your train to arrive, but the train is late. And let's say they have this like communique that they tell you, oh, the train will be late for the next 15 minutes. You could say something related to that. You could be like, oh, goodness, you know what hour is it? I'm waiting for the train. Okay, it looks a little bit stupid on camera, but I hope you get the general motive behind it, right? You use your surroundings, you use what's around you to start a conversation without it being awkward, right? Let me give you another example. Let's say you're at the gym. You could always ask, what hour does the gym close? How many sets you have left on this machine? It's like there's so many different ways you could start things off just by using what's around you. This is honestly my favorite way to start a conversation. I don't like to walk up to somebody and like give an awkward compliment. Like I do this a lot, right? Because still I'm trying to be nice to people. But my go-to way to start a conversation is always to use situational awareness. This just works. This genuinely just gets people going. It just doesn't feel awkward. When you use something that both of you are subconsciously thinking about, it just makes the connection way easier. Compliments are still good, don't get me wrong. As I said, positive setting is very important when you're starting a conversation with somebody. But the point still stands. This is just my perspective. You should test both, see whatever works for you. Like, let me in the comments, honestly. I'll be down to see how people actually do with these tips, whether they're helpful or not. I like to believe they are helpful. But if you're not gonna take action, you might as well just grab all of these tips and throw them into the bin. If you're not gonna actually go out of your way and speak to the people, then you're choosing to be stuck. It's your choice. But I'm not gonna waste your time. If you wanna talk to me directly whilst hanging around a community that actually understands your thoughts, your opinions, your interests, blah, 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 skibbity toilet, all of this shit, without the last point, then please join the Discord server. You will not find a community like this anywhere else. Trust me on that. And that's pretty much it. I'm trying to look around and I don't see my cat, but my cat's probably asleep right now, so I'm not going to show you the cat in this one, but comment the word cat anyways. I don't care what you have to say, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to waste your time. You can click all the videos if you want to. You can subscribe as well. That would genuinely mean so much to me. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one video. I really hope this one helped you out. And I'll see you in the next one.